Hey everyone, either welcome back or welcome to my channel, and in today's video it's time for my April update. So before I get into any more details, time for the intro. I have a little bit to update on this month as compared to some of my last couple of months because I just had an appointment with my ophthalmologist, so I'm going to go over the details of that. I'm also going to just briefly talk about how I've been feeling over the past little while since I haven't been providing very many updates. And then I want to finish this video actually with talking about why I'm very thrilled at my result from my appointment yesterday and being able to stay off of the acetazolamide. I want to share some more thoughts on that medication. I had an awesome appointment. I was actually in tears because I was so happy. This is my first appointment and checkup since having my acetazolamide be stopped completely. And I have to admit, I was a little bit anxious about this appointment because you never know if you're going to have to go back on the medication because things aren't going as well as what you think they are. Now, I didn't think anything was going to really be any different because the symptoms that I had originally haven't been coming back. So I was pretty sure that it was going to be okay, but when you've been through such an up and down roller coaster with so many twists and turns, you kind of get to the point where you prepare yourself for the worst even though you're hoping for the best. What I mean by that is that I had so many disappointments at the start. I had so many issues at the start, particularly with the weight loss, where you think you are kind of getting progress and then you take 2 steps back. At my ophthalmologist appointment, they did all the testing as they normally do, and then kind of the big reveal is when I actually see my doctor. I was shown the difference between my first scan of my optic nerves compared to now, and the difference is quite significant. I don't have to see my ophthalmologist now for 6 months rather than 3. The ophthalmology appointments are actually quite hard on me because of the amounts of lights and lasers and the numbing drops that they do to check pressures and all of that. It's quite uncomfortable for a little while. It's not like having your eyes dilated uncomfortable though, but it's uncomfortable. So it's not like you can't see after you're done in there, but it definitely is uncomfortable. And can especially be uncomfortable if I'm experiencing sensitivity to light because of migraines. This month has been honestly the best month I've had in a spring in 3 years. So for the last couple of years, I get really sick in the spring because of weather changes and all of that. I'm still getting occasional times where I'm feeling pretty rough. That was definitely the case after my period ended actually this month, and it's definitely still a thing that's happening. But it's a lot more manageable than what it was. The most time I often have my migraines is during my period, and my periods can be a whole issue on their own with how much I'm able to do, but adding in migraines on top of it makes me not able to function sometimes at all. The only real issues that I did have this month was a little bit of fatigue, tiredness, and some double vision actually with my migraine this month. I'm gonna have to be paying attention to that closely, because if I start getting that all the time, it could be a sign that my eyes are getting worse again. But I definitely do get painful eyes and double vision with migraines as well. The difference is, from what I've noticed though from before, is that these symptoms come and go now. They don't stay consistently. So before, when I was having double vision and all of these other symptoms, they weren't going away. I guess it's been about 2.5 months now since I was taken off of the acetazolamide, and I just want to talk briefly about why I'm happy that this is no longer something I'm having to take. I actually had this conversation yesterday with my ophthalmologist about why I was particularly happy to get the results that I did yesterday. As I was saying earlier in the video, you never know whether your symptoms are consistent with what the testing is actually going to show. So to have that confirm how I've been feeling is really nice. And I was particularly anxious about this checkup because it was the first one since going off of the medication. And the reason why is because I am feeling so much better since being off of the acetazolamide. It is not comparable. That medication is terrible. I don't know how else to word it. I do not like how I felt on acetazolamide. I have a lot of energy again. I can stay up a little bit later. I feel like I'm myself again to a certain degree. I'm still dealing with migraines, but because the migraines are quite good now as well, I kind of feel like I've gotten about 80% of what I was before, so I haven't really improved past that 80%, but even just 80% of what I used to be is such a huge difference that it's notable, and it's nice because I feel like now I have the ability to move on and do the things I want to do with a little bit of modification. There's gonna be some modification and some sacrifices, unfortunately. That's just the reality of the situation, but it's just nice being off of the acetazolamide and having energy to the point where, yes, I think I can do certain things again. If you're enjoying my content, please feel free to subscribe. Remember that it's completely free. It just allows us to reach more people with IIH and migraines. When you're subscribing, don't forget to hit that notification bell so you never miss any of my upcoming future content. If you enjoyed this particular video, be sure to give it a like. If you're watching this on Facebook or Instagram, be sure to like and follow. And as for now, that's it for today. Bye everyone.